Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Learning Conversations. I'm Aurora, and today I'm here with a very creative person. Sarah, please tell our listeners about yourself.
Hi, Aurora, and hello to everyone listening. I'm Sarah, and I'm from the United States. I'm an artist, but I also love many different hobbies. I think hobbies make life more interesting and fun, so I'm excited to talk about this topic today.
That's wonderful, Sarah. I completely agree that hobbies make life more enjoyable. Let's start with a basic question. What exactly is a hobby?
A hobby is something you do in your free time because you enjoy it, not because you have to do it. It's different from work because you choose to do it for fun, relaxation, or personal satisfaction. Hobbies can be creative, physical, intellectual, or social activities.
That's a great definition. So, hobbies are about choice and enjoyment. Sarah, what are your main hobbies?
I have several hobbies, but my main ones are painting, reading, and gardening. I also love hiking and photography. I know it sounds like a lot, but I don't do all of them every day. I choose different hobbies depending on my mood and the season.
That's a nice variety. You have both indoor and outdoor hobbies. I think that's important for balance. My main hobbies are reading, cooking, and playing the guitar. I'm not very good at guitar yet, but I enjoy learning. Sarah, why do you think hobbies are important?
Hobbies are important for many reasons. First, they help us relax and reduce stress after work or school. Second, they let us express our creativity and learn new skills. Third, many hobbies help us meet new people and make friends. And finally, hobbies give us a sense of achievement when we improve or finish a project.
Those are excellent points. I especially agree about stress relief. When I play guitar, I forget about all my problems and just focus on the music. Sarah, let's talk about different types of hobbies. What are some popular creative hobbies?
Creative hobbies include things like painting, drawing, writing, photography, music, crafts, and cooking. I love creative hobbies because you can make something beautiful or useful with your own hands. There's something very satisfying about creating something from nothing.
I feel the same way about cooking. It's so rewarding to take simple ingredients and create a delicious meal. What about physical hobbies, Sarah?
Physical hobbies are great for your health and energy. Some examples are sports like tennis, basketball, or soccer. Others include dancing, swimming, hiking, cycling, or going to the gym. These hobbies help you stay fit and strong, and they often make you feel happier because exercise releases good chemicals in your brain.
That's so true. I always feel better after I go for a walk or do some exercise. What about intellectual hobbies? What are some examples of those?
Intellectual hobbies challenge your mind and help you learn new things. Reading is probably the most common one, but you could also do puzzles, play chess, learn a new language, study history, or even watch educational documentaries. These hobbies keep your brain active and help you grow as a person.
I love reading for that reason. Every book teaches me something new. Sarah, what about social hobbies? Some people prefer hobbies they can do with other people.
Absolutely. Social hobbies are wonderful for people who enjoy being around others. Examples include playing team sports, joining a book club, taking dance classes, playing board games, or volunteering for charity. These hobbies help you build relationships and feel connected to your community.
Those all sound like fun ways to meet people. Sarah, how did you discover your hobbies? Did you always know you liked painting and gardening?
Some hobbies I discovered as a child, and others I found as an adult. I started drawing when I was very young because my mother gave me crayons and paper. But I didn't start gardening until I had my own house 5 years ago. I think it's never too late to try new hobbies.
I agree completely. I started learning guitar when I was 30, and I'm still learning new things about it. Sarah, what advice would you give to someone who wants to find a new hobby but doesn't know where to start?
Great question. First, think about what interests you. Do you like working with your hands? Do you enjoy being outdoors? Do you like solving problems? Second, try different activities. Many communities offer beginner classes where you can try pottery, painting, dancing, or other activities. Third, don't worry about being perfect. The goal is to have fun, not to become an expert immediately.
That's wonderful advice. I think many people are afraid to try new things because they worry about not being good at them. Sarah, what about the cost? Some people think hobbies are expensive. Is that true?
Some hobbies can be expensive, but many are very affordable or even free. For example, reading costs almost nothing if you use the library. Walking or hiking is free. Drawing only requires paper and pencils. Even expensive hobbies like photography can be started with a simple camera or even your phone.
That's a great point. You don't need expensive equipment to start enjoying a hobby. Sarah, how much time do you think people should spend on their hobbies?
It depends on the person and their schedule. Some people have only 30 minutes a few times a week, and others have several hours on weekends. The important thing is to make time for activities you enjoy. Even 15 minutes of reading or
Drawing can make you feel better and more balanced. I think consistency is more important than duration. Even a little bit regularly is better than nothing. Sarah, let's talk about seasonal hobbies. Do you have different hobbies for different times of the year?
Yes, definitely. In spring and summer, I love gardening and hiking because the weather is nice. In fall, I enjoy photography because the colors are so beautiful. In winter, I spend more time painting and reading indoors because it's cold outside. Seasonal hobbies help me appreciate each time of year.
That's such a lovely way to think about it. Each season brings different opportunities. Sarah, what about technology and hobbies? How has technology changed hobbies?
Technology has created many new hobby opportunities. People can learn digital art, make videos, play online games, or share their creations on social media. Technology also makes learning easier. You can watch tutorials on YouTube or take online classes. But I think it's still important to have some hobbies that don't involve screens.
I agree about balance. I love using technology to learn new guitar songs, but I also enjoy the physical experience of playing the actual instrument. Sarah, let's talk about hobbies and personality. Do you think different types of people prefer different types of hobbies?
I think so, to some extent. Extroverted people might prefer social hobbies like team sports or group activities. Introverted people might enjoy solitary hobbies like reading or painting. But people are complex, and many of us enjoy both social and solitary activities, depending on our mood.
That makes sense. I consider myself introverted, but I still enjoy cooking for friends sometimes. Sarah, what about age? Are there hobbies that are better for certain ages?
I don't think age should limit what hobbies you try. Obviously, some physical activities might be challenging for older people, and some hobbies might not interest children. But I've seen 70-year-old people learning to paint and 10-year-old children enjoying gardening. Interest and enthusiasm are more important than age.
I love that perspective. It's never too late to try something new. Sarah, let's talk about hobbies and mental health. How do hobbies help with stress and well being?
Hobbies are amazing for mental health. When you focus on a hobby, you enter what psychologists call a flow state. This means you're completely absorbed in the activity and not thinking about your worries. Hobbies also give you a sense of accomplishment, help you express emotions, and provide a healthy escape from daily stress.
I definitely experience that flow state when I'm cooking or playing music. It's like meditation. Sarah, what about turning hobbies into careers? Have you ever considered making money from your art?
I actually do sell some of my paintings now, but I'm careful not to let money pressure change my relationship with art. When a hobby becomes work, it can lose some of its joy and freedom. Some people successfully turn hobbies into careers, but others prefer to keep them separate. There's no right or wrong choice.
That's a thoughtful approach. I think it's important to protect the joy that hobbies bring us. Sarah, what about hobbies that require other people? What if someone wants to try a team sport but feels shy?
Shyness is natural, but most hobby groups are very welcoming to beginners. Start by looking for beginner-friendly groups or classes. Many communities have groups specifically for people who are new to an activity. You could also bring a friend for moral support Or start with less intimidating activities like a book club before trying something like team sports.
Those are great suggestions. I think most people in hobby groups remember being beginners themselves and are happy to help newcomers. Sarah, let's talk about maintaining motivation. Sometimes people start hobbies enthusiastically, but then lose interest. How can people stay motivated?
This is very common. My advice is to start small and be realistic about your goals. Don't expect to become an expert immediately. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate when you reach them. Also, don't put pressure on yourself to practice every day. It's okay to take breaks and come back to your hobby when you feel inspired again.
That's such practical advice. I think many people quit hobbies because they expect too much too quickly. Sarah, what about space? Not everyone has a lot of room at home for hobbies. What can people do if they live in small apartments?
You're right that space can be a challenge. Look for hobbies that don't require much space, like reading, writing, knitting, or digital art. Some hobbies can be done outside, like photography or sketching. You can also use community spaces. Many cities have maker spaces, community gardens, or recreation centers where you can pursue hobbies.
Those are creative solutions. Community spaces are wonderful resources that many people don't know about. Sarah, what about hobbies for families? Are there good hobbies that parents and children can enjoy together?
Absolutely. Family hobbies are wonderful for bonding and creating memories. Some great options include cooking, gardening, hiking, board games, crafts, music, or building things together. These activities teach children new skills while giving families quality time together without screens.
I have such good memories of cooking with my parents when I was young. Those experiences probably influenced my love of cooking as an adult. Sarah, let's talk about learning resources. Where can people learn new hobbies?
There are so many options today. You can take classes at community centers, colleges, or private studios. Online platforms like YouTube have free tutorials for almost everything. Libraries often have books and sometimes offer classes. You can also learn from friends or family members who already enjoy the hobby you're interested in.
The internet has really made learning accessible to everyone. Sarah, what about seasonal depression or difficult times in life? Can hobbies help during challenging periods?
Hobbies can be incredibly therapeutic during difficult times. They provide routine, purpose, and a sense of normalcy when other areas of life feel chaotic. Creative hobbies, especially, can help people process emotions and express feelings they might not be able to put into words. Of course, hobbies aren't a substitute for professional help when needed, but they can be a valuable part of self care.
That's such an important point. I know that playing music has helped me through some difficult times. Sarah, what about cultural differences in hobbies? Do people in different countries enjoy different activities?
Yes, culture definitely influences hobby preferences. For example, in Japan, there are traditional hobbies like origami and calligraphy. In Scandinavian countries, outdoor activities like skiing are very popular, but globalization means that hobbies are spreading across cultures too. People everywhere now enjoy yoga, which comes from India, or martial arts from Asia.
It's fascinating how hobbies can connect us across cultures. Sarah, before we finish, what would you say to someone who claims they don't have time for hobbies?
I would say that hobbies don't have to take a lot of time, and they actually give you energy rather than drain it. Even 10 minutes of reading or sketching can improve your mood and help you feel more balanced. When you feel better, you're actually more productive in other areas of life. Think of hobbies as an investment in your well being, not a luxury you can't afford.
That's a perfect way to think about it. Sarah, do you have any final advice for our listeners who want to explore new hobbies?
Yes, be curious, be patient with yourself, and remember that the goal is enjoyment, not perfection. Try different things until you find what resonates with you. Don't compare yourself to others, and don't be afraid to quit a hobby if it's not bringing you joy. Life is too short to spend your free time on activities that don't make you happy.
What inspiring words, Sarah. Thank you so much for sharing your passion for hobbies and creativity with us today. I think our listeners have many new ideas to explore.
Thank you, Aurora. This conversation was so enjoyable. I hope everyone listening feels excited to try something new and discover what brings them joy.
And thank you to all our listeners. Remember, hobbies are not a luxury, they're an important part of a balanced, happy life. Whether you try something creative, physical, intellectual, or social, the most important thing is to choose activities that make you smile.
Exactly. Life is more colorful when you have hobbies you love. Happy exploring, everyone.
Until next time, this is Aurora from English Learning Conversations. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep finding new ways to enjoy your free time. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and remember to make time for the things you love.